To be my first video going over the early access hotfix number 53 and just going over the patch notes. I will say the reason I wanted to do this is because I've been having a ton of fun playing Dark and Darker again. There's been a few seasons where it was just boring and the player count kind of fell off, but this season 4, early access 4, when they added free to play and the Steam version and Epic and all of that, there's been an uptick in player count. So I wanted to go over these hot fixes and just let everybody know the patch notes, because the game is actually really fun to play now. So, of course, today's date is June the 14th. The patch is going on right now. And let's just go over the changes. They fixed an issue where the user's name could sometimes not be entered when creating a new character. They fixed an issue where the druid's herbal sensing perk could not properly detect herbs. So that's just like the flowers and stuff on the ground. It just wouldn't highlight them and show you where they were. Fixed an issue where Dream Walk would not activate when a warlock attacks a druid in demon form. So the Dream Walk is when you get hit as a druid and you kind of phase invisible, where you can walk through stuff, but in that form, you can't melee or do anything except for use spells. So when you would get hit by a demon form warlock, it just wouldn't turn you into Dreamwalk. So they fixed that. Fixed an issue where druid's dream fire damage did not scale properly. Fixed an issue where standing on the druid's entangling vines would not cause the player to be bound again, even if the immune status was removed. Fixed an issue where lockpicks were not consumed when lockpicking an iron door. Fixed an issue where the Ghost King would become invisible. Fixed an issue where the updraft escape was not working properly after killing a frost wyvern. Fixed an issue where druids could not be given karma. Warlock's curse of weakness no longer stacks. That's probably a pretty big warlock nerf right there. Frost wyvern's physical attacks are now 100% physical attacks. Previously it was 50% physical and 50% magical. So now the frost wyverns don't do any magic damage. That'll be good for a bunch of the physical damage resistance classes like fighters and barbarians, because before they took a ton of magic damage. Frost wyvern's damage is increased by 10%. Frost wyvern now applies a debuff that reduces action speed to the target. Frost wyvern now uses its tail attack more often when enemies are close to it. The treasure in the Goblin Cave's vault now spawns after immediately killing both Troll and Cyclops. The location of the portal pedestal is now displayed on the minimap. So if you guys didn't know, there are static portals on the map now. Since there's no circle and no random portals, there are still the 3 blue portals that pop up, and these are static on the map, just like the cave exits or the elevators or rafts and things like that. You just have to know where they are. Before, these locations didn't show up on the map. Now you can see the portal pedestals on the map just like you can a staircase out. The quest, My Favorite Fleshy, has now been changed to require all prerequisite quests to be completed. So that just means I think you have to beat the previous quest before it to unlock that one. Quest My Favorite Fleshy's goal has been changed now to kill 15 mummies. Now when entering a normal game, the squire will inform you of the gear score criteria. So for the new players that don't know what that is, any gear score between 0 and 24 in normal lobbies, you'll be paired with people with basically a white gear. No gear that's a higher gear score than 24. If you have a gear score of 25 or above, it's a free-for-all all the way up to legendary items. So you can bring in whatever you want and it'll just pair you with whoever and whatever they have in. Gear score does not matter. You may now claim the Early Access 2 Adventure Rank Reward. So I think that was a season or 2 ago. and today you can get the rewards for that. Squire accounts can now become apprentice traders and use the marketplace for purchases only. This is another big win for the free-to-play model. So now if you're a squire and just playing the free-to-play, obviously you know that comes with, you're allowed to have one character, you can only play the normal lobbies. But now this allows you to become an apprentice trader and use the marketplace to buy weapons and gear. You still can't post items for sale in the marketplace. You'll still have to use the traders to sell your items, but being able to go in and pick and choose and buy a kit is pretty big for the free-to-play. The size of the shared stash has been changed to the maximum size. This is pretty huge too, and it only applies to the paid version of the game. In the paid version, you get a shared stash, which is shared between all of your characters that you create. And the stash size was like a quarter of the normal size before. And at the bottom, I'll read it here in a second, but as a reward to the people that buy the game, they have increased that size to a full page of loot. So that full page is pretty huge. You can use it for gold or save some spots. If you find a piece of gear or whatever that you want to transfer between your characters, you can do that. The cross-platform link function has been updated to function properly. I will make a tutorial video on this when the patch is over and it goes live. I'll show you guys exactly how to log into your blacksmith client and get your code to link it to Steam so you can have your paid version on Steam and no longer need to use the blacksmith version. And that's all of the patch notes in early access hotfix number 53. And then the developer comments do say, we're happy to announce the introduction of the platform link system. The system allows players to transfer their progression from a previous platform to a new platform. This means that if you had previously purchased the game, you are no longer bound to a single platform and can play on the platform of your choice without the need to repurchase the game. Existing players can access the platform link by going to the options menu and selecting the platform option from the top menu. So basically, like I said, I'll make a video on this, but all the paid versions are in Blacksmith, so you'll need to log into the Blacksmith launcher and go to options and then select platform to get your code to link into Steam. Please note that the new platform account must have no characters associated with it. If you already created a character, you will need to delete all characters on the new platform and restart the client to initiate the platform link transfer process. Most importantly, the new platform account you are linking to must have no purchases associated with it. The platform link feature cannot combine accounts if you made a separate purchase on both accounts. In this case, we recommend creating a brand new clean account on the new platform to link your previous account. That's a big deal right there. So if you had the game downloaded on Steam and you make a purchase, I don't know if they mean like buying the legendary status of the game or red shards in game on that account, you'll have to create a clean account for the platform such as Steam or Epic to link your previous account. So keep that in mind before you go to buying stuff on Steam and then want to link your blacksmith account to it. We have also considered concerns about possible pay-to-win advantages due to the discrepancy in access to the marketplace between Squire and Legendary status accounts. In response to these concerns, we have decided to experiment with giving Squire accounts very limited access to the marketplace. Squire accounts can become an apprentice trader with the ability to only buy items from the marketplace. Only Legendary status accounts can retain the right to become full-fledged traders with unrestricted access to the marketplace and the trading post. We have also decided to upgrade the exclusive shared stash to a full-size stash as a thank you to all our Legendary status accounts. We will continue to work on giving more value for Legendary adventures in the future. Thank you once again for all your support. I do think this is a pretty good, it says a hot fix, but I think it's a full-fledged patch. I think it's a good patch and they're going in the right direction with free to play. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, and I will see you in the dungeons.